What's good, everyone? Welcome back to our YouTube channel. Today we're going to do an explain and review on the Primo V-monster tires. Before we get into it, this episode we're going to talk about a couple things. We're going to give you all the specs on these tires. We're going to tell you how you can comment done in the comments below, subscribe to our channel, like, share it, and turn on your notification bells to win a bunch of free stuff from our shop. We'll tell you a little bit more about that later on. And we'll also tell you where you can buy these. And let's get to it. These tires come in a various amount of colors. Right here, we're gonna show you the white ones because they show up a little bit more on video. But these tires come in black, blue, red, tan, gray, and this white. So all the colors on the top of the tread, and then it's got a black sidewall. Except for the black ones are all black. So it's colored on the top, has a black sidewall, and they look pretty cool on your bike. But these tires are a pretty cool tire. These are actually a tire that has been revamped, and definitely been revamped for the better side of things. This tire was actually made in probably, I don't want to say 2000s, maybe a little bit before that. Pretty much around when I started riding, so it's been a long time since these things were designed. But there's a couple cool features that Primo added and that they made better on this tire. So to be honest with you, this tire actually used to be my favorite tire. So this is definitely moving up, and it might be my new favorite tire as well. But I'll tell you a little bit about it and why it's my favorite. So basically, the old school tire, I'll tell you a little bit about the old school tire and what's changed on it. So the old school tire, it actually had the same style V tread on here, and it was all black. But the difference between that one was that it came in a lot smaller size. So now they made it a lot larger size to fit a lot of the stock bikes and to kind of fit the needs of what the riders want nowadays. So back then, I believe it came in the 185, it came in 2.1, and maybe I want to say 2.25. But don't hold me to that 2.5. I don't know if that was correct. But my memory's kind of vague now, pretty old, so I'm starting to lose it. So don't hold that to me. But it basically went from a smaller size to now what comes on all the stock bikes. What everybody wants is a 2.4 or bigger. So this now comes in a 2.4 tire. So that is an awesome move from Primo. We like to appreciate that because Primo, definitely everybody's going up 2.4, and that's a good move on your part. So another thing is that on the old school tires, and this is kind of why I like the tire, mainly because of the grip and how universal the tire was. Is I started riding dirt, then started riding street, and then they built a skate park near us, and then I started riding skate parks. So I needed a tire that was more all-around tire, and this one definitely came to the table because it had a cool V-tread style pattern on it. It had a bunch of knurl on it, and it just gripped really well to any type of surface that I rode. So that made it really cool. The only drawback that I didn't like about the old one was the fact that it had a thinner sidewall. So the sidewall was pretty thin, and I grinded a lot more than most riders did back then. So what I would do is I'd do a bunch of feeble grinds and double pegs and stuff, and this rubber would get worn down from the side right here, and eventually the threading would show, and then the tube would end up popping out and then pop my tube. So I ended up having to buy a lot of these tires because I love the tread so much that I continue to buy them because they just work so well. And this new style tire does the same thing, but with the added feature with the bigger size tire. So you might see me running on these on my bike soon enough. But these Primo's made a lot of cool other features added to this tire, since you need an actual mold to make a new style tire, change the size of the tire, and that stuff isn't cheap. They added a bunch of cool features on here. So let me show you kind of the stuff that doesn't really matter, and then we'll go on to the stuff that kind of matters. So first of all, if you look at this tire, it stays in its shape. It's definitely a wire bead. If you want to know what a wire bead is, basically it's a wire that goes around the rim, the tire, and it holds the shape. So it holds that thing on the rim, it holds the tire in shape, and this thing is very hard to fold. You can feel it spring back, so that's how you know it's a tire with a wire bead in it. So it has a wire bead to create the cost to be a little bit lower. So these tires are on a little bit lower end, but have a great quality. Also too, they added a rotation direction on here. So they got the rotation direction with an arrow, tell you which way to put it on your bike. So this one here, you rotate it this way. So if you're rolling forward, it's going this way. So you want it to mount onto your bike, go this direction so it rolls forward. So another cool thing is that they added a Primo logo here in their Primo font, and it's raised up so it makes it pretty nice. They got the tire size on here. They got a couple other manufacturing things. This thing is patented, so they got that labeled on there. And then also too, they got a V-monster print on here, and that's actually raised as well, so you can see that raised out. And then they got a super cool hot patch on here with the Primo logo, and then it tells you what style tire it is. So that's super cool. And like we said before, is that it has a thick sidewall, so that makes it really nice. Now to the features that kind of matter, and it's like we said, obviously 2.4 is kind of what you want. So the 2.4 tire width, and if you're wondering what the tire size is or what it means by that, I'll give you a little brief information about that. So if you look on your tire on the side, it's a 20x 2.40 on there. That is actually telling you what size tire you have. So the 20 means the actual 20 inches, and it's supposed to be 20 inches from the bottom here to the bottom here. That's not really true anymore because the tire size is raised and shrunk and stuff. But when they mention if you have a 20-inch bike, that means the tire size, not the top tube size. There are a lot of bikes that are out there that are 20-inch top tube, 20.5, 27.5, 21, but that's not what they're talking about. They're talking about the wheel size / tire size. So that's a 20-inch 20-inch bike. That's what all the bikes that we ride are a 20-inch bike. So when they say that, here you go, that's what it is. The second number is actually going to talk about the width on it. So the 2.4 is supposed to be 2.4 inches wide. So when you mount this on a tire, it's supposed to be about 2.4 inches wide. Now that can change a lot from what style rim you have. You could have a really thin race wheel, and that's going to make the tire actually smaller. So that width isn't going to be a 2.4. But if you throw it on a fat, wide tire, like a rim, like a 50 millimeter rim from like Stranger or something like that, or Federal, you're gonna end up having a way wider tire. So if you're trying to get a super fat tire, it's not necessarily the tire, but it's also the rim. So those two factors play a big part on getting a bigger tire. So keep that in mind when you're shopping for tires or you're shopping for rims, because everything does matter. So this tire is a 2.4, so we'll say that it's 2.4. As far as the width, I've noticed when a product tells me that it's X amount of size, like 2.4 or 2.45 or 2.5, or even I've seen tires that are 2.35s, but they all range on the actual size, because I've seen 2.35 tires actually the size of 2.4, almost 2.5 inch tires with the same rim. Also too, I've seen some tires that are claimed to be 2.4, 2.45, and they're not really that big. They're actually smaller. But as far as this goes, this tire is pretty on point from being a 2.4. It's not exaggerated and it's not under exaggerated. So basically this tire is pretty close to being a 2.4 tire. So if you're wondering what size it is, this one comes in pretty mediocre at the 2.4 size. Next, let's talk about the tread. Like I said, the tread is an all-purpose style tread. It has a bunch of knurl on it. So if you're trying to ride like skate parks that are slippery, that have like the anti-graffiti clear coat over them, this will help you to stick to that surface. If you're riding trails and stuff like that, the little rocks are on the bottom of your tires, and will actually fall in these little crevices, and the little pyramid-shaped knurl will actually touch the ground and give you more traction. So that's why a lot of these brands put this knurl on the tire, is so that it gives a little bit of holes for little objects to kind of fit inside the tire and give it more rubber to surface area. And this is why it's been like my favorite tire, was because that it actually grips really well in all these type of surfaces. So yeah, that knurl is good. So definitely pick up a tire that has knurl if you want a little bit more grip. Another thing noted is that the reason why they kind of call it a V-monster is because if you look on here, it's got a V pattern chevron style tread on there. So you can see that V pattern, and then they have knobbies that kind of go in the same direction. But what's cool about this is that if you're riding in the rain or water comes up or anything like that, what happens is when you ride over it, the water gets stuck in between these little channels and gets pushed out so that your tire actually touches the ground. You may have seen it in some of the street style tires where they have the smooth tread. You may have gone over some water and it's wiped out really easy. That's because the water has got trapped in between the surface that you're on and then the tire. So instead of the tire actually making contact to the ground, it's actually floating and hovering. So when you turn the wheel or you lean over, that tire just slides out and makes you wipe out. So that is a big feature on these tires that help it out a lot. And also another thing is that it's got a pretty soft compound. It's not too crazy soft, but it's a good amount of softness where it actually grips to a lot of stuff. So that makes it real nice. Another thing is that the pattern, it helps you with like trails or anything like that if you're trying to stop or you're actually trying to take off. So when you want to pedal hard for a jump that's really big, you can pedal and it's not going to slip and slide and whatnot. So it gives it a lot of traction. So yeah, definitely keep all those in mind. If you're looking for an all-around tire that's going to hold up to street, park, dirt, definitely check out this Primo tire. Primo definitely came through with this new design and added a bunch of cool features and absolutely killed it. So yeah, support these guys, pick up some of these tires on our website. Like I said, we're going to tell you where you can buy these tires from. Obviously, you can buy them from our website at stackbmx.com. On our website, this tire and all the tires that are on our website will fit any of the bicycles, any of the wheels, any of the forks that we carry on there. So if you're looking for something to put on your bike, then definitely check out our website. We try to make it real easy for you guys and create a place where you can basically mix, match, and customize your bike and make the dopest bike. So yeah, pick these up at our website at stackbmx.com. And then also too, we wanted to tell you how you guys can win a bunch of free stuff. So our YouTube channel, we are trying to boost it up and get as many subscribers as we can. So at 1,000 1,000 subscribers, we are going to give away a free parts package from us here, and it's going to be packed with a bunch of parts from the different brands that we carry in our shop. So all you got to do is comment done below in the comment box. Turn on your notification bell so that you know when we drop a new video. We want you to like it, and then also too, we want you to share it, because when we hit that 1K is when we're going to give away the parts package. So that's going to help you out by sharing it, telling other friends to subscribe, because when we hit that, that'll enable us to give you guys a parts package. Then also too is with that growth and everything, we want to hit 5K eventually. So you guys are going to help us get there. But when we hit 5K, we're going to give away a free bike to one of our subscribers. So a lot of you guys always comment on our page, hey, you know what, I can't afford a bike, blah, blah, blah happened, my house got broken into, I got robbed, my dog ate my bike. And we hear all the excuses. So no excuses now. All you got to do is subscribe to our channel. We're going to give away a free bicycle to one of our viewers. So instead of saying all that BS, just comment on our video, say done, like it, share it, help us out get to 5K so that we can hook you guys up with a bike. So yeah, that's it for these Primo V-monsters. Go pick them up today, and we want to thank you for supporting our shop, watching this video, and liking and doing all that other stuff. So thanks a lot for for hitting up our channel again, and we'll see you tomorrow.